everybody, it's Christy. How is everybody? Welcome, welcome. I did not mean to make you dizzy. I'm so sorry. This is not really how I want it, but that's okay. We got this. We got this, right? It's gonna stop shaking in just a second. Okay, guys, so I'm here and we are crafting today, you guys. Can you believe it? We are crafting. Now, I'm not saying that we're not crafting with paper, but we're crafting. Hello, my sweet Lolly. How are you? I am super excited to be here. This is my first event with Miss Lolly's Crafting Designs and her group, the VIP Crafting Friends. Let me go ahead. I'm trying to get these all dried out. So thank you for sharing me in. There's my sweet Lori. There is Miss Joanne. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I am so excited to be here. I had to jump on coffee because I love my coffee. And I'm drinking a little bit right now, just a little bit. It's like this full. So I have to, so I can sleep tonight. Hello, Vintage Grace Decor. Good evening, good evening. Welcome on in. So I am Christy with Craftbox Christy. So welcome on in to all of my new people. If you are new here, I started my page because our mission here is to believe in yourself that you too can craft. Thank you for sprinkling me out. I appreciate that, Stacy. And then let's see, I've been crafting. I've had my page since 2023 and I have just been crafting. Hello, J&J. How are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, I am super excited because it is the National Coffee Day. And thank you, Tony. So we're putting a cute little spin because you'll get to know me. And I am I'm like a big kid at heart. So that's basically who I am. I'm living my third childhood. Hello, TSH Designs. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Karen. All right, you guys, I had done some prep work for this because I want to get through everything because we're going to do sort of a couple different little things, and we're actually going to make something functional for maybe your next tea party or coffee or study group or something like that. But I'm putting a spin on it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start. Now, what we are going to use today is we are using these little 4x4 frames, which can be found in most Dollar Trees. I say most. It is your first time watching me? Well, welcome. I appreciate it. So these are at Dollar Tree. This is what they look like. I'm a little scattered all over the place, but that's okay. So they're a 4x4 frame. Now this is to say, oh, I do have to, hold on guys, I do have to plug my phone in real quick here. There we go. That way I don't die on you. So yes, what you want to do is get a 4x4 frame. If you don't have a 4x4 frame for this project, they do have the 4x6s and those will work just as fine. Thank you for sprinkling me out. Hello, Diane. Hello, the pink butterfly. I am loving all these new pages here today. Well, it is my first event with Lolly, so I thank Lolly for having me. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you kind of what I did, and then we're going to do it again. And there's Straight Jacket Crafting by Jen. She will be up after Cheryl, and Cheryl with Cheryl's Farmhouse is up after me. So I'm super excited for everybody tonight. So there's still some more crafters. Make sure you're following the group. I put the description in the comments. You may have to back out to actually click on that, but that is okay. Thank you, Becca. Oh, another Becca. Now I have like 3 or 4 of you. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm using this now. What I had done already with this frame, because I wanted to kind of do some things ahead so we're not here all day. I'm going to do 2 different frames, and I just used my coffee. This is like just regular coffee. Whenever I have a little bit left in the pot, I pour it in here, usually keep it in the fridge. Sometimes I put some extra spices in here. So I actually stained the beads on this frame with coffee. And that's what we're gonna do with this frame right here, because I already did it on this one. We're gonna let that one dry for a little bit. And I got these from Dollar Tree, so be sure to look out in your local Dollar Tree for them. I was super excited when I found them because I actually found these. I didn't know about them till Miss Kimmy from the Treasure Trunk by Kimmy posted it on her page. And I was like, oh, those are so cute. Aw, yes. Yes, I'm excited to be here. Yes, absolutely. If you are on a business page, please come on. I am not, I would love for you to come on. It's actually better so that I know who you are. And, you know, I may not get it the first or second time, but after much practice, I will finally get everybody's names. So, be careful with these frames. We are probably not going to use the glass part. So just so you know, dispose of that, you know, however you see fit, very safely. Do not hurt yourself. So, and you guys will see here in a second what I am doing, but we're going to go ahead and get the coffee part over with. So I'm going to show you, because we're actually using real coffee today, and we're doing coffee theme. So let me see. I'm going to go ahead and take that off and put that in my tray. And then this you can keep as a template so you know how to cut your things out. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did on here. And this is the difference, you guys. If you don't like it dark like this, you can leave it alone. Or you could use a stain. I'm just using coffee because, well, it's a coffee event. So, hi, Kimmy. I'm so excited. I got a box from Kimmy today. I did a little bit of online shopping on her treasure sale, and I was excited that I was able to get something. So I didn't even open the box yet because I've been at work. I did miss a few of our people today. That was earlier, but I will make sure I go back and watch all the replays and see our beautiful designs. And Miss Lally, I know you like us to take pictures, so as soon as I am done eating dinner, because my dinner's going to be ready probably as soon as I finish up here. Hi, Miss Peggy. Miss Kimmy, you were the inspiration for my frames. But Lally, I will go ahead and take the picture as soon as I am done with my dinner, my friend. My poor hubby he's waiting for me tonight to have dinner. Yes, absolutely. I appreciate every one of you that are coming in. It's so nice to see nice faces. You know, sometimes we can't always be on every live, but that, you know, replays are important and appreciated just as much as the lives. But I appreciate everybody being here today. And you guys are all, I swear we learned something new from all of our crafty friends. So it is totally up to you. I'm just doing the bead part. If you wanted to do this part, it's more like a plastic, so I don't know if it'll show up as well. Hello, my CBFF. I miss you, my dear. But I'm just doing the beads part. Now, it will depend on how dark you want these beads. You would probably have to do maybe 2 or 3 coats of the coffee on here. We're just gonna do 2, and I am gonna have help from my little dryer here. Hello, Cat's Craft Creations. How are you? Everybody's saying hello to each other. And so you guys know, I don't have a second device, so if I miss you the first time on my live, just keep commenting. I'll eventually see it. And if not, I always watch the replays too to make sure I don't miss anybody. Hi, Amy. How are you? We are crafting tonight. It's been a while since I did crafting, but we're using paper, so does that even really count? I'm going to go ahead and just dry this up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put this off to the side. I think that's actually pretty good. So this was actually 2 coats, and this was 1. It's still a little bit wet, so there might be a little bit difference, but we can always come back to it. You can also go like this, just put some paper towels down, excuse my paint mess here, and you can always blot it a little bit so it dries. I know, it's Katrina from Oh, you're from Wales? Mine and my daughter's new adventure. Oh, wow. That is so awesome. Hello, Donna's Crafts. All right, guys. So I hope you like what you see today. If you do, make sure I'd be appreciative if you give me a follow. So what I am doing now is I'm going to go ahead and put some of my insides together for this. And before I have a big whopping mess everywhere, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on my mason jar on. So I haven't been crafting very lately, been helping my elderly parents. Girl, I know all about that life, Amy, and prayers to you, and God bless you for that, because not everybody can do that, and that is great. you're a blessing to them, whether you know it or not. Like, that in itself is a blessing for them. That I did the same thing for my grandmother, so I definitely understand. Sorry, I didn't want to start choking on you guys. Okay, so let me find my little insides here, and then I'm going to show you what design we're going to do. So it'll come with a little piece like this. I'm going to kind of put them both together here since we're just kind of waiting for this to dry. So let me put this off to the side because I don't need that one yet. So let me go ahead and just move this out of the way too. See the mess we make? So if you're a messy crafter, that means you're probably one of the better ones. Can you tilt your camera? Yes, I can. Thank you for reminding me. I'm usually doing videos like this, and I'm just holding up things, and I did a haul video earlier. So thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Okay, so now we were going to do, and if the comments are still in your way, you can always swipe and you'll see it. This is a new angle for me. I'm still testing it out for a dry run. So now we're going to go ahead and put our pieces together. Thank you for opening the craft box. Okay, so you guys, I found the cutest printables. I don't know if some of you are aware or not, but recently Starbucks did a mashup with peanuts. And this is why I have my little Snoopy shirt on today, because I had done some cards like this a while back, and I just really loved doing them. So today we are going to make a little Peanuts coffee Starbucks / decor for our little coffee bars. So what I did was I found some cute little printables offline. Now, if you are going to do this, make sure this is something that you're going to either gift away or it's for yourself. I wouldn't recommend selling it because we don't want anybody in trouble for the trademark stuff. Just a little disclaimer so you don't get in trouble. But I went ahead and printed these out and I cut these out. So we are going to put these on a sweet background in our frames, and then we'll probably play with like bow or something. So I'm going to make 2 of them, and I'm going to show you guys my favorite glue in the world. If you are very hesitant or you don't like Mod Podge, this is your friend right here. It is called Scotch Wrinkle Free Glue Stick. If you are not new to me, I'd mention this almost every live, and this is not sponsored. It's just a really good glue stick. I actually have done some decoupaging with napkins with this, and the wrinkles are very slim to none, if any, that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and create a background for this, and I want to keep with like my green theme because I'm a Starbucks girl. If you're not a Starbucks girl, you can definitely, do this however you want with whatever printables you find out there. We have many, many creators that are very talented with the prints that they make. So make sure you are following them all and saving them, and you guys could definitely customize it to your liking, but this is just an idea. So this is actually kind of like a textured paper. I actually found it in a Dollar Tree scrap pack. So if you guys are in the Dollar Tree and you see those scrap packs with all of the different color papers, they are awesome. I always pick them up if it's a scrap pack that I don't already have. I always pick them up because you'd be surprised at the different textures that are in that scrap pack. They're actually really, really gorgeous. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it to kind of cut this out so that it fits in my frame. I don't need it to be perfect, but of course you want it to fit into the frame. So, and this will also kind of give me a little bit of texture in the background too. So it's optional if you want that white background or not, so no worries there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this piece, and then I'm going to show you what else we're using for this. Hello, Unwind and Create. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Okay, there are a little bit of this, this in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down my white paper first just so it doesn't pop through. I'm just going to put an extra little layer in there. So I'll show you guys how to use this. It's super easy. You just use it like a regular glue stick, but it holds so well and it is permanent. So once you put it down, you just have a few seconds to maneuver it if you don't put too much glue down, of course. But it'll stay. It's not going to rush or it's not going to roll around. Hello, Lynn. Welcome to everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful Monday. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I got to see my friend. I haven't seen her in about probably 3 years. And she is one of my best childhood friends. We met up in Orlando yesterday. So that was a lot of fun. And I got to hang out with our kiddos and her husband, and we went over to Disney Springs and we went to dinner. It was a good time. So I love seeing her. It's always nice to catch up with old friends. And just so you guys know, that's partially the reason why, I think we tend to have such a social life, especially now here online, but we also need to remember those in-person social support groups, Bible studies, things like that. Coffee brings us together in very many ways. So just a little bit of gratitude here, gratitude for our coffee shops and things, especially the little mom and pop ones. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take some of my dark wax, and I have already done this for you, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do another one. Hello, my sweet Shonda. So what I did, you guys, they have these little, what are they called? Coffee mugs with the little things on top. They have these at Dollar Tree. So at least I found them near me. It may be a little bit different design, but these are older. But I got them out, and you see how I said something about like the textured papers? This right here is a piece of paper. You could paint it or you could use paper, either way. But see how it's got some texture on it? I'm gonna just kind of take this to the next level, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of wax just on the edges here, just to give it a little bit more definition. And this is definitely optional. You do not have to do it if you don't want. Now, if you're wondering how I got the paper on here, I used the same glue, and then I used a little tool. This is from one of those like little kits that you can get from Lowe's, or you could use a nail file, and I just kind of sanded the edges here. Okay, we will do another one probably here because I got a different white piece of paper to put behind it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just hit this with a little bit of wax. And we're just kind of doing a border. And I'm not trying to be perfect because none of us are perfect. Only God is perfect. So we just kind of do what we need to do and just let our hand guide us, and there you go. So now it looks like it's a little bit more defined. It looks like more like a coffee cup. All right, I'll be doing the other one here in just a minute. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use the same glue, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my little Peanuts logo on my cup. So, Shonda, how are you doing? I gotta message you, girl. I gotta message you. I'm trying to work on some tutorials for you, so you could do some more of your paper crafts. Hi, Terry. How are you? It's nice to see you. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our little design. Now, you could definitely grab something that says Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts or, whatever you have. I have a little bit of wax, so we got a little bit of wax on Snoopy, but that's okay. So now we're going to go ahead and attach it to here and then put them in the frame, and it's going to be really simple and cute. I wanted to do something kind of simple for you guys because not everything doesn't have to be complicated. And you can even do this little craft, and yes, I'm going to try using it on the wood. I'm sure it'll work just fine. It worked with the other piece that I put on here. But I'm sure you can use this, you can do this like while watching TV or whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of push it on there a little bit. Get a little wipe out though, so I can wipe my hands. I got Snoopy a little dirty, but that's okay. You're feeling much better. You're over the soft foods. Yes, I know. I had my top and bottom wisdom teeth pulled out. I think it was like a total, and then I had an extra tooth and a broken tooth. I think it was like six or seven teeth that they had to pull out that time, and it was not fun. It was not fun at all. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead. You want to keep it on, you know, within this, or you're gonna glue it once you put this in. It's really up to you how you do it, but that's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna push it in there. And voila. There is our first little sweet, that was so cute on a coffee bar. Hello. Oh, Denise is here. Hi, Denise. I didn't see you pop in. Okay, so now we can work on some embellishments. I'm going to do the other frame though first, and I think this is fairly good. It's fairly dry. Okay, so again, I'm going to use that same glue, and you guys, you can get a big pack of these on Amazon. This would be especially cute if you're having, you could even make this for like your own little like get together or group, or you could even make it say, make a little tag and say, welcome to, you know, Bible study or whatever you want to do. So, hello, Miss Angela. Did I miss you coming in? I'm so sorry. How are you? Okay. So I have my other little coffee cup, so I'm going to show you how I kind of decoupaged it on here. And I use the same glue. So I have underneath my stuff here, I have lots to get done, so I had to spread it all out. I'm going to go ahead and put it on just like how I do with like my trading cards. If you guys don't know, I do a lot of the artist trading cards here on ATC Thursday nights. Every Thursday I come on and we make different trading cards. And I do have a subscription group for that as well, where you get them in the mail. I think I may have some spots opening up. Okay, so any extra glue I see, I'm gonna put it on on the one side. So then I'm gonna go ahead and put it face down. And I'm just gonna kind of cut around it. Just how you would cut anything, really. Hey, Beth, how are you? There's all my friends. And there's, I wish I was motivated. There is Gloria. Hi, Gloria. Do you need some motivation, my friend? It's okay. I can get you motivated, girl. I got you. I need to get a little smaller scissor for the little details. Give me 1 second, you guys. Oh, maybe I don't have a smaller scissor. I do. I was like, I know I have a smaller scissor. Sometimes you need to, with like little corners like this, you need a smaller scissor. So we'll just kind of go in. We are going to kind of sandpaper that off with our little file, but we want to get as much as we can. Beth, and we're doing Snoopy tonight. We're doing a Snoopy coffee craft because I don't know, did a lot of you know about the Snoopy smash up with Starbucks? Did you guys know about that? It's pretty awesome. So I'm super excited. This Thursday we are doing, going to be in another group with our ATCs, and next week I'll be back over here with Lolly, and we're doing the Mad Hatter Tea Party, which I'm excited about too. There's just a lot of stuff going on, some good stuff, good ideas for if you're making crafts for either a craft show for the holidays, or even if you wanted to make gifts. Guys, make sure you're paying attention and you're watching your friends.
I'm going to interrupt real quick. Do you have any super glue or wood glue?
The best wood glue we have is right here.
Thank you.
See, even my family comes to me for stuff. Are you planning on this Saturday? I gotta talk to you about that, Beth. You're not a big Starbucks fan, but I love some Snoopy. Well, like I said, you could do any coffee place. You could even make it like one of those own. I like supporting small businesses. So there is a coffee place near me. It's called Oasis, and it's like an old. It feels like a Central Perk in there. Like they have couches, and they have every Friday and Saturday they have Christian music. They're closed on Sunday. But they have like live bands that play, and I'm sorry about this noise, you guys. I'll try to make it less painful for you. But that's all you would do, and this is if you didn't want to paint it. If you wanted to paint it, then you would paint it. But basically that's what this tool does, is it kind of gets in the nooks and crannies and takes that out. And actually, let's go ahead and paint this one just for time's sake, because we're already at 6:26. We have a coffee house every corner. I know I tell you what, everybody loves their coffee, that's for sure. Do I want to paint this? Yeah, I guess we can paint it. Yes, hello everybody. It's nice to see you here, Denise. Okay. So we're just going to paint this real quick just because I have this one facing this way, so I want this one facing the other way. I'm just using my white chalk paint, my white Waverly chalk paint. This is the ivory, I think. No, it's the plaster. My bad. Yes, I got it at Five Below. If you guys want to know where I got my shirt, it's Five Below, and it's new, so it's still out there. I got this for another event that I was in, and I didn't wear it, so I was like, well, I'll just wear it for this event since we're doing Snoopy. Okay, and the good thing about the chalk paint is that it does dry really fast, so that's one thing. So let me put this down so I don't mess that up. And then we'll dry this baby up real quick. Thanks, guys. Okay. You always want to hold it down with something, too. The good thing about hiding it with paper, yes, absolutely. I love the plaster, too. It's not as white as the Snow White. The good thing about the paper is that it does hide these little holes, so there is a benefit to it. But I just felt like you guys would be bothered by that sound, or that way you can see it works both ways. If you don't want to do paper, you don't have to. I do like about the chalk paint. It dries pretty fast, pretty reasonably fast. All right, so we're gonna come in again with our wax, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of just the edges here, just to give it a little bit of definition. Sometimes I take my brush and I go like this, or I just kind of go back and forth. It's whatever. I'm still learning how to do this, to be honest, because I wasn't doing this about 2 years ago. And then everybody kind of did it, and I liked the way it looked, so I started doing it. But we do this all the time. Mike Snoopy, he would draw a picture of Snoopy and put it in my daughter's lunchbox. Oh, that is so cute, Amy. I want a picture. You should tell him to sell that. You should sell that. Well, don't get him in trouble, of course, because we all know it's trademarked, but that's cute. What a fun memory for her. Okay, so now we have our little coffee cup. I'm gonna come in here just a little bit more. All right, we're done with that. We can dry it real quick just so that it doesn't. Hello, Marlene, how are you? Marlene, look what we're making. It's National Coffee Day. The little chippy brush. My dad gave me like the set with all of that in it. It's just super cute that way. Okay guys, I think for this one, we're gonna go ahead and put some of that, we're gonna cut this out again, and I didn't measure it this time, but that's okay. I can kind of go around. We can kind of see what it looks like. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and glue it after I put it in the frame, because you don't have to use the glass. If you see a fancy frame, you don't have to use the glass. You can take that glass and turn it into like a 3D, you know, pop-out portrait. Okay. Yep, that's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna take this frame and I'm gonna put this in here ahead of time. First, I need to glue this on. How are we on time? Oh, 6:32. Okay, good. We're good with time. All right. So I'm gonna put that on there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this inside. And then we're gonna glue the outside. Now, what I like about these frames, I'm sorry, you guys. Scam call was calling. You love these? Everybody is popping in. Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Lolly, for having me. I'm excited to be in next Mondays, too. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and glue. We'll go ahead and glue it in here. Actually, yeah, we're going to put it in at an angle because it's just a teeny bit too tall. So we're going to put this one in as an angle. But I'm going to put this one, this little Snoopy up here. Just like that. And you know what? I'm telling you guys, you can find all kinds of beautiful prints online. You can turn your own little pictures or prints. How cute would it be to even make like your own picture with you in a frame that says, you know, whoever's coffee, like Sandra's coffee or Lolly's coffee. That would be super cute. Make yourself your own little coffee logo for your own little coffee bar. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this glue on here. And you guys, I'm telling you, it's not going anywhere. It's sticking because this glue is awesome. Hey, there's my sweet Amy. There's Marsha. How are you, my friends? Okay. I'm going to load this one up with glue just a little bit. Make sure when you are doing your glue that you get it on the corners are probably the most important so it doesn't flip up and out. Okay, so we're going to push this down. Okay, so there's our little frames. Now we are going to embellish these just a bit, and we'll just go ahead and do that now. So I grabbed some fabric. I do have a little bit of green, just for a little touch of green. And then I have some black and white, and I have kind of like this cream. It's like kind of like the muslin colors. So I'm just gonna grab a little couple pieces of each, and we're just gonna put a little, bow on it. Why not? Hey, Lisa. Okay. if Christy can get the tag off. There we go. You guys can use whatever scraps of fabric you have. You don't even need a big one for these because these are tiny. All right, so let me get my little bow maker. This is my teeny weeny itsy bitty, well, it's not itsy bitty, but it is my little bow maker, and I made it out of Dollar Tree items. There is a video on my page on how I made that. So if you don't have a bow maker or a bow dabra, it's okay. This will work just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of cut pieces because we do not need big bows. We can probably get at least 4 strips out of this. So something about ripping fabric is either people can't do it or it's satisfying. Which one are you? Are you a satisfied person when you rip fabric, or are you not? There we go. So I'll probably put 2 of the green in each of the bows, just to kind of bring it out a little bit. I should have had this done ahead of time too, but it's okay. We have time. All right. I'm telling you, for $1.25, as far as I know, does anybody know if the fabric went up in price? Because I haven't seen it go up in price yet. It's still $1.25 at mine. I'm trying to work smarter and not harder over here. It's therapeutic for you. It's totally satisfying for you. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Are you guys good? I miss Arizona. I know you guys have had some flooding there recently. It's so crazy. You know, a year ago today, we were cleaning up our big, huge hurricane that hit us here, where there was a big chunk of my friends that lost their homes. I can't believe it's been a year already. It's so hard to believe. You ripped fabric first time yesterday? Are you serious? For the first time? That's so awesome. I'm glad you like it. Either you love it or you hate it. Yeah, look at how many people are in here. Thanks, guys. You guys are just sitting here watching me cut fabric, but I promise there'll be a point to it in a second. You're good. Yes, I am too. Arizona misses me too. Well, hopefully next year I'll be coming. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. I think we're good on that. We're not going to put a ton of bows on there. That glue stuck to me, guys. All right, and then I'm just going to probably put one little piece. That one came pretty good. I was trying to double up a little bit. If you guys couldn't tell. Trying to double up a bit. Okay, so we've got some fabric strips. I gotta get my this out, and I have a couple different ideas for the middle part. So I'm gonna do it over here in the corner since this one is at an angle, because there's all different ways to make it, you guys. So I'm just using my little brown wire for my middle piece. Can you guys see okay? I'm gonna push you down just a bit so you guys can see. Okay, so I'm gonna start with, this is how I do mine. I just kind of make it into like its own little loop, and these are very tiny, so you'll have to bear with me here. Actually, I may work it the other way. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of do it the opposite way because it's very small. So again, we're just kind of making one little, folding them together. And they may come out, they may not. It's really, it doesn't have to be perfect. So we'll go like this. And this is just to make a little smaller one. Okay. And then we'll do another piece of this. We'll double up on that. You guys, it's been a very long time since I made a bow, so bear with me. And then I'm just gonna tie the wire like I would normal. But now I have a little cord, which we're gonna use to our advantage. Okay, so I'm gonna twist it again at the bottom and kind of bring it to the front. And now I can kind of fluff everything I want. And if we got a long tail, we can always cut it, but we definitely didn't want anything too big. So now we can cut like this one. Okay, now let's see. Oh, we're good on time. I have one more thing to show you too, but we can do that with the other time things. So I have these little scoops. These are found in Hobby Lobby. I think it's like the little party section or like the cake baking section. So I painted mine this like cashew color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my glue gun and I'm gonna do what Miss Kimmy did earlier. If I'm missing your comments, I am so sorry. I'm just trying to focus on my time. We're gonna put these little beans in here. Why else would I own a shot glass? It's nice to see you're non-paper crafting. Yes, but I didn't use paper. I did. Oops, I have to load my glue gun. Isn't it always the same? Like, you need to always load it when you're at your crucial moments, I swear. So I'm just kind of patting them in there. And then I'll probably just put another little couple more at the top. And I'm just using hot glue to do this. We gotta try and get to, yes, when I know a date. I will definitely message. Dawn, I think I have you in my phone somewhere still. I mean, I know you didn't go anywhere. I can always message you again, but I'm sure I have your information. Hi, Geraldine. How are you? All right. So now we'll go ahead and move some of our strings out of the way. So now we have a little scoop. And I'm going to go ahead and attach it here. Although I lost some of my beans. Hold on. Put a few more in here. Now I'm going to have coffee beans. You guys, I have all kinds of things that I lose in this craft room. Ooh, that one was very large. Nope, we don't need that. All right. So there's even a little hole you can put it through if you wanted. That would be really cute. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the middle though. We'll probably see what I'm doing here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this. Make sure Claudia will join us. Yes. Oh, I hope so. You guys were a trip. You guys, we closed the restaurant down. It was a last minute meetup. I met Miss Dawn and her beautiful neighbor and their wonderful, loving husbands. That was they were so patient. The scoop is cute, especially for this project. I'm not loving the glue all over it, but we can always fix that. All right, so I got 15 minutes. That's not bad. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and attach my little bow here. Kaylee took my type on, so that's okay. She's painting her room today. Oh, you got the date. Look at you, got the dates already, Miss Beth. Oh my goodness. She's on it. You see that, Dawn? She's on it. She's ready to go. I'm ready to go too. And I'm glad it's not my husband's birthday weekend, because then I couldn't go. So don't forget, up after me in just about 15 minutes or so, Miss Cheryl's Farmhouse will be on. And then Straight Jacket Crafting, there she is. All right. I'm definitely going to put some hot glue on this for now. But I will be fixing this and putting a little bit tighter glue later. All right, now this is my favorite part about these little curly cues. That's what I call them, curly cues. We are going to twist this around. You can use a pencil or a paintbrush, whatever you have. And you just make them into this cute little curly. I'm going to use this one a little thinner this time. You can start at the top or the bottom, whichever way, and you just twist it. Just like this. See, and it still stands. I lost a coffee bean, but there it is. That's so cute. There's my sweet Sam. How are you, Sam? You're in Lolly's group. I'm doing a craft. Can you believe I'm crafting tonight? Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with the other side, but I'm gonna put that one there. The last, there's 2 more things I'm gonna do, but this one is actually really quick. It only take me 2 seconds. I actually had I found one of these at Hobby Lobby. It was only like $1.24 on clearance. So if you ever see these, this is really cute to like add like a nice cute little tag to your coffee bar. I'm just going to, I already painted it in the plaster Waverly, but it says happiness is having a cup of coffee. So it kind of works with our theme. I know the pink kind of throws it off, but I'm wearing pink, so it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it to here. And you can definitely Mod Podge it if you want. Yes, there's Miss Sam. Thanks for joining me, girl. I miss you. Hope to see you soon. Yes, we are definitely going to go to Desert Industries together. And Christy's bringing an empty suitcase this time. Okay. So isn't that super cute? All right. Now, for my last trick for the night, we are going to make something that's really cute, that's going to be functional if you're having like a get-together or a party or something. And there's 2 ways that you can do this. And I'm going to try my hardest to get them all done and completed for you. We'll see what happens. My craft room smells like coffee now. It smells good. Okay, so you guys know you can find these little stick stirrers. They're usually at your like clubs like Costco and Sam's Club and things like that. I'm Team Sam's. I like Sam's the best. BJ's, all of them. So you could either use one of those, or you can use from Dollar Tree a paper straw. So what I did was to kind of go with my theme that you got going on. And remember, you can do these for any type of occasions. You could do them for like wedding showers, bridal showers, whatever you want to do. We are going to take our little characters and we're going to make little stick stirrers to make them cute and fun. So I'm going to cut out my little cutouts. I'm going to try to cut them out as best as I can so we can finish. And then we are going to make our own little stirrers, because who wouldn't like to do that? Who wouldn't like a stirrer with a cute little character on it? You can do all kinds of printables, especially if you're having like a retreat for your business. For my crafting ladies that have retreats for your business, you can print out little business logos and make these into your little coffee stirrers for like your next retreat or get-togethers. That would be really cute. So let me finish cutting out this Mr. Snoopy. This Snoopy has his apron on. He's ready to barista away. There's that one. He's so cute. The tattered willows. Hello. Welcome on in. I'm just seeing you're coming in. I love all you guys coming in here tonight. I appreciate it. Did you guys really miss me crafting that much? Even my husband said that. He's like, when are you going to craft again? I said, I will. But you guys, honestly, I just got a new printer and I'm loving it. So I'm just really having fun with it right now. So I have to use paper. So if you guys don't know a little bit about me, I'm in Tampa Bay, Florida, where it's always sunny and hot usually, including in the winter. Hello. So make sure you're going and following all of our people. You never know who your next crafter is going to be. And Lolly puts on some really fun events. You guys, even though this is my first event, I've been watching her events for quite some time. And she really puts on some really cute themes. And if you don't have a crafting page, I encourage you to pick, to try it. Paper crafting is crafting. We love watching you make anything. You're so funny. Okay, guys, so let me move my frame so you can see what we're doing. So I have my straws. This isn't necessarily my color coordination, but they're a Dollar Tree. They're cheap and we can deal with it. So I've got my little characters. So now I want to go ahead and attach them to my straws. I have my green because it kind of goes, and I'm just going to make little paper strips. You don't want to make them too big, but not too thin because they have to hold your pieces together. Okay, so we're probably just going to cut them in half. Probably I'm going to do 3 of them anyways. Okay, so I'm just going to take my regular tape. You can use whatever tape you want. You could even use, double-sided tape if you wanted to. We'll try that too. And then I'm going to make kind of like a little pocket almost at the back. So I do need to get this down just a bit. And then I'm going to tape it in place. So I'm going to tape it on this side. Oops, hold on. Gotta make sure he's upright. I'm going to tape it on this side. Barista Snoopy, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this just a tad. And then we're going to tape this side. And you can always cut it later if you wanted to, however you wanted to do it. Some people even use staples, but I don't know if I like the staple idea. Okay, then we'll take our little straw. And mind you, this is just to make your table look cute. It's not to like last forever. Although a junk journaler would take this home and put it in their journal. Just saying. Just saying. I'm a junk journaler too, you guys. All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and I probably did this a little bit, yeah. So you may have to readjust. But then you'll just go ahead and stick your straw in the back, and there it is. Now you can use whatever you wanted. You don't necessarily need to use that, but that's the simplest way to do it. And you could even take another piece of tape just to kind of hold it secure because you're not actually sipping out of this. This is just a coffee stirrer, okay? So then you can stir that up. Now for this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I feel like it's just a tad bit thick, so I'm going to cut it down a bit. There's my mom. You can tape flip-flops. You'll be both ends first. You'll be able to, it'd be easier. Yes, yes, you can. Just like that. Yeah, just like flip-flops. Is that what you mean? I think I know what you mean. Some of your characters you may, and this is just a last minute thing that I thought of. And then you just tape it in there. That's probably too much. But you guys get the gist of it. Obviously, if you have a sticker, that would look better too. So there's that. So I was gonna put a little, then we'll do this one next, but I was gonna put it in a little mug. I thought I had a little mug. Okay, guys, so then you can always use this next. Oh, I'm missing comments. That's too cute. Thank you, thank you. They have different tapes. So you have this little, this is from Dollar Tree as well, or I would recommend these are very strong and very good as well. So again, you're not going to stick these into your drink. This is just for the topper, but I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of this off. And if you do have these little stick stirrers, we're going to go ahead and stick it to the bottom of Snoopy. And then we'll have him kind of be up there. So now you have these versions, and you can cut these down to the whatever size you want. Glue strips, yes, yes, absolutely. Hello, Taria. Am I saying that right? No, I'm not saying that right. Hello, Christy from Arkansas. Hello, Twin Creek Creations. How are you? Hi, Patricia. Yes, it's great for a birthday party idea, anything like that. So these are all doable. All doable. And most places, if you get onto like their apps and stuff, like they have availabilities where if you don't have a printer at home, you can send them, you know, you can do it online and then you send it to them and they'll print for you. Or you can ask a neighbor or something. But these are super cute. So these are our crafts for tonight. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way so you guys can see. And I'm going to hold it up too. So let me use, this one I have my little, we're going to use our pumpkin. Why not? So I can hold these up for you guys. So that you have your little coffee stirrers. Okay. There they are. Either way will work. And then you have your little tag, and you can do like a little, you could turn this into anything and then do this with like your wax. I was gonna wax it up, but we'll leave it like that. Hi Joyce, I just saw you pop on. And then we have our cute little Snoopy with our little scoop with our little espresso beans. And then we have this Snoopy as well. So I will make sure I put a bow on this one too. So you guys tell me how you like this. It's just a cute little idea for coffee day. I figured a lot of us probably, you know, are constantly, I know I did my coffee bar for Halloween. So I did bats in the background, and we have a little cauldron with candy in it, right? So it's just a nice sweet treat for everybody. And it's very warm and inviting. Again, I did this because I just wanted to encourage you guys. If you do have any type of, even that, you know, the holidays are coming, if you have any get-togethers, Bible studies, I know there's a lot of events that usually happen during the fall and holiday season. It's just a little idea that you guys can spruce it up and make it your own, make it very personal. So thank you, Linda. I know you love Snoopy too, girl. So, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this event. I am so amazed by some of the women that are on here. They're great. And up after me is Cheryl with Cheryl's DIY Farmhouse. I'm super excited to see what she's going to do. And there's a couple more crafters. Don't forget Jen with Straight Jacket Crafting is up. And You're welcome. I hope you appreciate it. I wanted to make it very simple so where you feel very comfortable in something that you can do and make it your own. So if you guys do it, make sure you share with me, PM my page. And thank you so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a blessed day, and let's go watch Cheryl. Bye, guys.